Live.
What happened?
Totally not having any technical difficulties. Hello there, fellow operators. And it's also just realized we need to move into the main stage. That would help. There we are.
There you
Hello
go.
there, everybody. It is I, Armadillo, once again. And welcome to this stream for First to Worst FFA 2022. With that in mind, we have as a co-commentator Ethium101.
Hello.
And of course, this run is going to be for OmegaEldritch, who we will introduce in a second. But first, we will first go to the Seed Showcase to show you what this run entails. So, as usual, it is of course Seed 5, ending of course in the Big Red, which we will get to. OmegaEldritch will first have to start off in the light blue room, taking on static encryptions and pairs of SOSIGs at a time, probably wielding smaller arms like pistols and submachine guns. Immediately after that, once he's got his supply points and everything else, he will then be going into Orange Room, formerly known as Curse Ladder Room. Here he'll have to take on hardened encryptions and swarm encryptions, as well as multiple angles for SOSIGs to come through. Straight after that, he will then have to go through T hallway, where he will be dealing with his first and only instances of shield SOSIGs, hardened encryptions, swarm encryptions, and recursive encryptions. He better not use a shotgun, or he runs the risk of hedgehogging. Once Omega has completed that, he will then be into Green Room, where he will take on his first instances of both heavily armored SOSIGs as well as the dreaded Agile encryptions. And last but not least, of course, Big Red, where many a runner has fallen, taking on the Agiles, the Stealths, and the regenerative encryptions. Ethium, how do you feel about this?
Well, Seed 5 has caused many varied outcomes for different runs. And we've seen OmegaEldritch been here for a while. We know he's a fairly experienced run, so we'll just have to wait and see how he goes.
All right then. And with that in mind, let us jump over to the contestant stage for OmegaEldritch.
Well,
Ta-da.
Seed 5 has
Eldritch,
Is I.
welcome.
many varied outcomes.
Hello, it is I.
how are you feeling today for this run?
Yeah, I've totally practiced for this. That's definitely a thing that I've been doing.
Well, either way, we believe this is going to be an entertaining run to watch. So, of course, best of luck.
They all are in their own right.
Yeah. True. And with that in mind, we have Korean TV as our moderator.
Hello. So now you can proceed to open the box. I mean, you already opened the lashes, so.
Little baby gun.
And
it's a little baby revolver.
And with that in mind, we will be adjusting over to OmegaEldritch's stream, so there might be a bit of crossover. We have Korean TV as our moderator.
Hello. So now you can proceed to open the box. I mean, you already opened the lashes, so.
Little baby gun. It's a little baby revolver.
And with that in mind, we will be adjusting over to OmegaEldritch's stream, so there might be a bit of crossover.
Yep.
I am taking my first reroll.
Uplink successful.
Ooh, nightstick, that bodes well.
Target system detected. Take it.
Those magazines bode well. USB. Yeah, I think I'll take it.
Alright.
Yep.
Wonderful. So now you know the rules, everything's clear. So, I mean, you're a moderator, so shouldn't be that big of an issue.
Cool. Alright, makes it a little sticky.
When you're ready, yeah, I'll see you on the flip side. And I'll let Armadillo, I'll let Ethium take care. Armadillo, are you commentating too? Or?
Yep.
Alrighty, wonderful. So I'll take you too. I'll leave you the stage. I will just sit back and sip my coffee, okay?
Alrighty.
Wonderful.
Alright, now with Omega Eldritch stream catched up, he has now began his run. Ethan, how do you feel about Omega Eldritch's chances for here?
Honestly, I'm fairly confident. I'm fairly confident in Omega's abilities. Obviously, he'll have to contend with contend with Big Red at the end, and missing out on getting a good free optic from that bolt action roll. He has gotten it on the second one, but he has unfortunately spent points. But yeah, I really think it's going to come down to Red Room for this. I think that's where we've seen most of the pressure put on our more experienced runners overall. So I think it's going to be relatively smooth sailing overall until he gets to the end there as he goes into hold 1.
Okay then, that will be, yeah, I mean, that's awesome. I mean, yeah, he ended up getting himself
only
the,
gun to not
the T8,
spawn with a
the
sight.
T8400. I've also just realized as well, I believe you were observing directly from Eldritch's stream,
Only
is that
bolt
correct?
gun.
Correct, yes.
Okay, that is fine. And with that
Interfacing
now
with system
on
mode.
our stream,
Hold this
Eldritch
position.
has now started
Analyzing system.
1.
Aha. I'm watching that.
Actually, Ethan, I'm sharing my viewpointers, so
Yep.
you'll be able to synchronize with me there. Too far ahead.
No.
Omega Eldritch, though, starting off strong, especially with the T8400. Really good red dot as well to go. Is he a manual bolter? Oh, before we get on to that question, that is a spawn. Very nice lineup there for all 4, and with that, Omega Eldritch has completed light blue room. I gotta ask though, he's a manual bolter?
Data extracted.
It would seem that way, yeah. We've seen only a handful of runners that be manual bolters. The worst, the worst overall that I've seen is someone who was unfortunately not only a manual bolter but also left-handed. So left-handed manual bolting. That is just truly incredible to watch. But yeah, you don't see a lot of manual bolters in the world of slide bolting and quick bolting.
No, agreed, absolutely. I think I've only observed one other individual whose name has eluded me
Override token
at this
found.
moment in time. He's rolled himself. Just got. Oh my lord! I thought it was only. A spawn. He has got himself the Mag 7. Not a swag weapon at all to deal with. He's probably gonna go and recycle that at the first chance he gets.
Absolutely. If I was him at this point, I would be cursing Anton's name at this point. The Mag 7 is never the shotgun you want to see.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's not. If he manages to get a stock for it, it's not going to be entirely disastrous. But he does have the option for a 2.0, and he gets the M1014 with flechettes.
Yeah, that works.
Beautiful, beautiful alternative.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely.
I mean, of course, I prefer the
M4
M2
Super
just
90.
purely for the longer magazine tube. But 7 plus 1 rounds of flechettes for the M1014 is not an insignificant weapon.
Well, let's see
Absolutely not. It's absolutely nothing to scoff at. But yeah, if you can keep that tube topped up, there's no risk of running out of ammunition, especially with flechettes.
Yeah. With flechettes, he's going to tear apart any source sigs that come across his way, even all the way up until heavily armored source sigs.
something good. I said something
good.
good.
The only issue, though, of course, is that he could probably do with a buckshot type to deal with encryptions at range.
Absolutely, that's what I was thinking as well. However, what he could have also potentially grabbed those slugs if he's got nothing else to run with for going into hold 3. He could potentially be looking at this as his main weapon, looking into the regenerative encryptions, and you really want those slugs to avoid a hedgehog.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, given the fact that the flechettes do have less amount of projectiles, correct me if I'm wrong there. It's not entirely impossible. I mean, I've seen people use double on book against recursives, but a very risky maneuver regardless.
Absolutely, and sometimes it's a risk you just don't want to take.
There you live.
Eldritch being strong at the moment, being on the base of the stairs, hardened encryptions have now spawned. Oh my goodness, that was amazing double taps. That was
awesome stuff.
Incredible.
Really letting the penetrative power of those flechettes shine through there.
Does he have like a hair trigger on his controller or something? That was some incredible speeds on the double tap. camping in
Come
the
on.
corner to prevent the resource spawn. But yeah, Eldritch, I believe, has always been one of the stronger runners in first last year as well.
Absolutely. But yeah, when you can tell where the wall is, even when we don't have those brilliant haptic feedback triggers that you can get on other controllers, when you can tell where that wall is, you can really just blast off shots 1, 2, 3, 4 in quick succession.
Yeah,
Swarm
Swarm
encryption
Encryption has now spawned. He's got a very good line of missing quite a few shots on triple tap. Going over to the USP. Still a very good speed in taking down those encryptions.
Data extracted.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
a
I forget
very
how
very
many
nice
shots.
swap over there. Everyone knows, swapping to your pistol is faster than reloading.
To next system node.
Always.
Take it.
Really? It's always that shop. Why is it always that shop outside of the
Especially
hole?
with a tube-fed shotgun. I can't
Yeah.
imagine trying to reload that in the middle of the hold. I know I've had to do it a handful of times and it has never worked out well.
Yeah. Eldritch is dreading a certain supply point spawn. I can't exactly tell which one is he on about in particular. Is it this one? Yeah, this one, I believe, near just adjacent to the red.
Yes, I'm out.
It could be because it's right next to where the hold is, so he's maybe worried that a couple of Sosigs are going to come through.
Oh yeah, that's also a good point as well. Also, for any chat, any individuals
well,
in chat, do
gonna
let us
start
know
selling free
if
guns.
there are technical difficulties with the stream.
Override
It is
token
greatly
found.
appreciated.
Override
Cycling
token found.
both the bull
Pro tip,
actions and the
if the
Mike
gun's
7.
free,
He got himself
take it.
he got himself the T8400 again to refund it.
The sight.
But that effectively gives him a totally free sight. Maybe Anton is, the Lord and Savior Anton has changed his mind over his roles.
Maybe. You know what? He's had to test his faith, and now he might be providing him with a bit of a reward here.
Maybe. Thank you as well, Unicode Treason, for the current status on our stream and commentary.
I like this one more actually. Nah.
Eldritch contemplating sights. I mean, for something like this, I think the more closed off red dot that he's got currently, I think would work better for the 1014.
It really does come down to personal preference at that point, but either optic he's got at this point could do really well. Rolling Flechette again, not super useful at this point in the run. If he had something other than buckshot, it'd be really nice to look forward to now, but
I mean, in
just a
terms
repeat.
of weapon failed to fire there. I'm not entirely sure if it's because going for multiple hits, taking a couple of hits, but laying all of them in close proximity.
teaching the Sosigs the basics of CQC right there.
Oh, absolutely.
What's over there?
Well, I do notice that he's having to. I mean, despite it being regimented in his reloads, it's still quite the hassle having to repeatedly top off the 8-round tube, 7+1 tube.
Absolutely, yeah. If you're stuck in a sticky situation like that, it can be really quite difficult if you run dry, especially with the long reload times you see in these tube-fed shotguns. If you get yourself caught with your pants down, it can be really difficult to recover. But he seems to have been doing just fine thus far.
Yeah, sorry, I was just about to say, it is quite the trade-off, especially then when you've got something like the M23 gun, which has like a 10+1 tube. Just reloading that would take forever.
Absolutely. And I mean, the situation's almost a little bit exacerbated by the fact that with Flechette sometimes, because you don't get that definite headshot explosion to confirm the kill, sometimes you need to dump 1, 2, maybe 3 additional shots into your target before making sure that they are actually down for good. So, yeah, that opportunity presents itself a lot more frequently.
Yeah. In the previous supply point that Eldritch has, he did have the opportunity for a 5-point AR. We have seen a lot of people
I got 11. Yeah, okay.
grab it, but it looks like instead he's going for the 2-point pistol. And he's got
18 with
himself
the
a Glock
stendos.
19 with the 33 rounders.
Interesting roll.
Yeah. In
I
my
don't see a lot of people really go for that.
Much better sights.
No, I mean I
19.
did for my run earlier this week,
Stendos.
where I got the 17
Okay.
with the 33 rounders. Given the fact that Eldritch's trigger pulsing capability is really good, he can really, well, actually, he's got to be careful. He could probably squeeze off those 33 rounds.
33 rounds is enough.
quickly.
He could, absolutely. However,
What do
just
what do you need
the
for
sheer
17
size of
rounds
those
for? You
big
stick
stick
with
mags
the
means that it's
one?
not too long before he's able to just refill back up again to full ammo capacity.
Hollow
And
points.
with hollow points as well, he's definitely going
Overlap.
to run less of a risk of running dry, trying to confirm the kill on a Tosig.
Of course, it looks like he's ignored the hollow points, though, probably for potentiality in the future of this run getting plus
Okay,
P.
and then what was I gonna do from here?
Potentially,
I'm
yeah.
gonna sell them. Usp.
Looks like he's gone
I'm very
back
intrigued to see what he's going to want for his
Well, but you're
for his
kinda
primary
stuck.
weapon, though, overall, because while the Glock can work well,
Awkward.
I think, well, the
Interfacing
fact
with
now that
system
he's
node.
gone into
Plug this
hole 3
position.
now, with just the Glock and the M1014,
Analyzing
he's probably going to
system.
reserve the M1014 for shields as well as certain. Oh no, it looks like instead he's just going straight with the Glock for the shield. Could be a potential fluster here in terms of weapon prioritization.
potentially,
How
yeah.
dare you
Either that or
live?
either that or Omega just said he is strapped and he's all good. But the Hardens are up right now and really trying to use that flechette to the best of his ability. Oh, whiffing just a little bit. He's just going to swap back to the Glock and really try and take out those Harden encryptions, dodging the final pistol shots from that shield Sosig before he's able to complete that section of the hold.
Advancing to
Yeah,
next
he
system
actually
node.
jumped and whiffed one of the Hardens there as well.
Analyzing
A bit of a
system.
shame. This is where I was mentioning that the shot would have become more beneficial to him as opposed to the shots. Just because of the spread, the slight less amount of projectiles as opposed with the buckshot.
Third one. Oh,
It's
I don't
just
like
not
that cover.
ideal using flechettes for certain encryptions.
No, definitely not. Especially considering he's got those swarms coming up. Having something like number 4 buckshot or even number 2 buckshot would definitely be a bit more useful at this point in the game. But you know what? It's not about what you roll; it's how you roll with it. At the end of the day.
That's true, and even then, I mean, hitting swarms with flechettes not impossible, and it's not ideal for sure. And now let's see how quickly he manages to do that. With the exception, of course, of his safety, he immediately burned all of his ammunition that was in it.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah,
Advancing to next system.
Either that. No, he didn't. He still had stuff left. I think he just figured that it's just going to be easy if he swaps straight to the Glock. He might be able to just pop off some shots a bit better.
I mean, for a moment then, I thought he accidentally initiated the safety on it.
Oh, really?
Now taking on the three Sosig squads. Still staying in the corner
at that
between on the T of T hallway. I can't exactly tell where the positions are. Oh yeah, he's got a really good sight line
Here's the
on
last one.
directly in front of him actually. On those recursive encryptions. If he can get the timing right in between a Sosig spawn, then he's got this in the bag, particularly if he uses
Absolutely, yeah. He's really set up in a
Here it
prime
is.
position to be able to. And here it is. Ooh, hedgehogging just a little bit with the Glock, nevertheless, but he's through it nevertheless.
Yeah, he seems to be really just trying to go by volume of fire against them.
Data extracted.
Shots aren't exactly being paced,
5
so to
override
speak.
tokens.
Mm.
found. Advance to
Recoil
next
might be
system node
potentially
and take it.
messing him up there, just due to the sheer
Sounds safe,
fire
yep.
rate.
Potentially, yeah.
Also, we have noticed as well, with Eldritch doing a lot of CQB, actual melee and hand-to-hand combat. A quick tip for
Stop
anybody.
resisting.
If you are in VR
That was
and
a
you
subgun.
are, you know, going to be doing melee stuff, make sure you give yourself
going
plenty of
to
ammo room, and
4.
make sure your keyboard
That's a
trays
little
actually stay
underwhelming.
shut. Last night I ended up busting my finger because I went for a massive melee
was my
swing and I
mouse.
smacked the edge of my keyboard tray with it.
What's that?
I can comfortably say I think I have only hit
Thanks, Shotty.
I've never actually hit a wall or my desk, but I
not
have
so
hit a
close to it
ceiling.
anymore.
I remember trying to reach up and grab something, and that was that was quite something. If I look up now, I believe the black mark is still up there.
And what, like,
Lord. Oh, hello. It looks like we
Although
have
there is
Oh,
a
Wiley.
surprise commentator. Wiley,
one or
welcome.
two that mess you up.
oh my god, I'm out of here.
Alrighty.
All right, looks like he Wiley jumped in by mistake there. That's one for the clips.
Point.
If you don't do it, Ethium, I will.
I'm on top of it. I've been hit with an ad, damn it.
Oh no, those dreaded ads. While you're dealing with the ads, OmegaEldritch is having to blind fire by the supply point by J Hallway. Having to take on a very large Sosig squad actually, because of a lot of Sosigs coming in from Green Room. It is a very awkward spawn when that happens, but he's still dealing with it in a very well done fashion.
Absolutely, he just completely one-man standard that.
Wiley, don't worry about it. If anything, you just made things more entertaining more than they already were.
I already got it.
Another 5-point AR roll that Eldritch has the opportunities, but he does have now API rounds for the 9mm, which will definitely come in handy in a pinch.
Absolutely. However, unfortunately, because it is 9mm, it really can't be relied on that much.
But with
That's the
that,
thing.
though,
Grabbing.
sorry, he's got a suppressor now as well, which he's managed to roll.
now.
Although, granted, it is the Chwonga
Oh.
suppressor, which
Yeah, I can
is
see over
I was gonna say, that's the shotgun suppressor. You have to put that on the
Exactly.
shotgun. That's just
And it's
law.
The right arm of the free
Oh, that's beautiful though.
not the
a
left.
6. What was that? A 6-point roll where he's got himself a. Is
What
that
you
a
got?
20 or that's a 30-round foul mag?
That's a 30-round
Okay.
foul mag, but he did re-roll for the
Sure.
8-point battle
Guess
rifle
I'll
before he
use
did
that
that. He was
myself.
presented with a 6-pointer, but he
Oh, sorry.
lined it up and re-rolled and got the 8-pointer.
And also, it does seem like Anton is
Nope.
smiling upon him now because he also got himself armor-piercing incendiary for 762 by 51.
Beautiful.
I'm
It's
going
exactly what you
shoot
want to see.
around.
But yeah, at this point, I would be personally, I'd be considering decking out that FAL with exact everything you want. Yep,
Yeah.
chuck that that suppressor on there.
Yeah, give it the big Chwongas.
There we go.
Yeah, no, this
could
is
get
a
stunned. This
very
would be my
primo
last
loadout
chance to
now
get
that
stunned
Omega
this.
Eldritch has, given his
No, I should check
given
shells.
his trigger pulsing fire rate as well. He is and he's no, those are Dragon's Breath. Never mind,
Nope.
those are not what he wants. I don't think he's gonna have any problems at all dealing with enemy Sosigs in Green Room or Red Room.
Things this game does to me.
Mhm. Yeah, well, this is really we're gonna need to see some
So
trigger
much to
discipline
ask
going into
of
here.
them
We've
for.
got that battle rifle. It's really going to be important to place those shots
kind of buck.
because otherwise the kick of that FAL is going to be quite unforgiving.
Oh yeah, agreed. Especially when he's having to take on very small agiles. Now, I would say that his priority now in terms of supply points would most likely be power-ups. He's throwing away the M1014. I thought he would have kept it at least for Green Room to deal with the agiles, or at least keep it all
Off
the
to
way.
get the stendos. Oh dear.
There's a really interesting choice there.
I believe his intention is to actually re-roll the extend the
Wanted
magazine
Python
on the
and
foul,
request for stendo
so he can get
mags.
himself. I'm guessing it'll be 50 rounds if he's got the 30s.
I'm going the right way.
Correct.
Oh, but you know what that means though as well.
Watch me
Since he has
waste my
API,
time by
the new
going to the
magazine by
wrong
extension,
station.
but by initial isn't gonna have API, so he's gonna have to manually repack the mag,
This is
which could.
We
which
may
did I
be here
say?
for a while, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. I mean, it is only a 50-round mag,
Is this
50-round
one,
drum
isn't it?
that
Oh,
he'll be
hi.
getting. So it's not going to
Well, I
be too
ran
thingy. Although,
right past.
yeah, he does have he went right past it.
I know what I'm doing. Shut up.
Oh, actually, no. He did get armor piercing incendiary from this hold, so he would be able to just repack it straight away and refill it.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah. Okay, it looks like he's electing to just go for a magnum for it.
Oh my god. Stop it.
What is he? Ah, there we go. Looks like he's trying to pack it while also keeping his foul at the ready. Not necessarily an easy feat to do. Yeah, this is gonna
You know,
take a
this
bit.
probably would be faster if I did go to the ammo station.
It's okay.
Okay.
He's got more than enough time. He's well within his 1 hour time limit.
Oh, agreed. And even
Come on,
just then,
50 rounds
Eldritch was
isn't that
mentioning that this probably would have been
There you go.
faster if he just went back to the ammo station, having to encounter some resistance now
I'm
with
busy.
Sub-6. This is one of those most time-consuming parts of the run, but I believe now his drum mag is, I want to say it's refilled.
I believe so. Yeah, he did just chuck away his ammunition. So either he's given up or it is
Okay.
full.
Man threw a vape. It's not cool.
But this is where we're going to see just the quite dangerous, quite a dangerous proportion of this run
Either.
being a green room. It can be really easy to manage sometimes, but also if you're not
Yeah.
on top of it, especially in some of that speed meet rounds, it can be really, really tricky to keep on top of all the SOSIGs.
No, yeah, definitely. This is a hold where you can lose a dramatic amount of health if you don't die. You can very easily still lose
You're
quite
not.
a lot of health. I know I had a lot of problems.
Turns out,
in,
I wasn't
in-
kidding
in
when I
this
said this thing is comedically long.
Recursive's now spawned. Eldritch a bit complaining about the length of the FAL. It is a
Don't you
long
dare.
boy. That's his second recursive cluster, and he's having to swap back over. He took one hit from a scout, which took off almost an entire 1,000 of his health.
Advancing to next system.
Holy
link.
moly.
Not completely disastrous, still recoverable.
Analyzing system.
Mm-hmm.
Electing to
But we're into
stay-
the speed meet portion now.
He's elected to stay at the bottom, because I know you and me, we have a habit of going up onto one of
reload.
the top platforms for the elevation.
I don't know what that is.
That is my personal preference here. I will go up onto one of the top right
Oh, come
platform
on,
from his
not
perspective
this
currently. However,
into the
again, that does just come down to personal preference. I've seen a lot of runners operate really, really strongly from the bottom down here. It does put you down into the weeds a little bit, but it also means you have places to go, you have places to hide if it needs be. Whereas up in the corners, you really don't have that option.
Yeah, I mean, at most you'll get maybe one or two
Spion.
cover points, which could easily be penetrated by SOSIG M16.
God.
Delta now spawned, that's two. I'm not entirely sure how many he's got to deal with. That's 3 and 4. I believe he's got 6 to deal with.
It's above me, isn't
It's
it?
above
So
him,
it's
it's always
hunting around for that
above.
last one. There it is.
It
It's
is
always above you.
It's always above, and Eldritch learned
Advancing
that
to next
very,
system
very
link.
quickly to quickly
Always
recover
above
and
you.
still get a respectable time. I'm
Analyzing
predicting
system.
a 193 or 194 on this run, ECM. What are your thoughts?
Their armor doesn't.
I'd be
nothing
fairly
against-
confident in saying a 194 out of this,
Yeah.
definitely. The number of headshots he's getting is able to follow up
Out of a
really
comedically
nice amount
window.
of kills on these SOSIGs while completing a decent amount of time. I would say 194 is not a bad bet.
I mean, we still haven't hit Red Room yet, so anything can still happen. He could struggle on the Agiles in Red Room. He could even potentially get taken out. We've seen a lot of strong runners, not Creative Bush being another one, where they died
Come on.
at the end.
Absolutely. Red Room is everyone's nemesis, no matter what skill level you're at.
No, definitely agree.
Oh, don't you
Chat
dare.
as well, feel free to post your predictions as well for Omega Eldritch's score.
Oh, goodness.
Agiles have now finally spawned. He's going for the spam option. That's 1 and 2. Oh, they got really clustered real quick. That is a really, really good time on those Agiles, even though he had to spam the
Ain't got
shot.
nothing on his hands.
Yeah. But he's really, really letting that 50-round mag do its job there.
Defense.
Being able to just soak up all those shots with that capacity.
Pulsing the trigger
Really
as well,
just
not
let it
even,
rip
not
me
even
through.
electing to
Oh,
use the
come
auto
on.
function for recoil management purposes.
I don't exactly need ammo.
Override token found.
Oh, is that the 12 pointer?
That is the
Oh,
12-pointer
that'd be
machine gun.
funny.
Unfortunately, it does not have the tokens for it, but I believe that's the first time we've seen that. At least that's the first time I've seen it this tournament.
Maybe a laser.
Yeah, that would be.
A foregrip.
Oh, yeah. Hey, who knows?
cool.
Maybe when Duga runs, he'll have a repeat of last year, which would be a weird sense of deja vu.
Yeah, I still remember when I did the finalist
Nice,
showcase
Charlie.
for the previous First to West tournament. I include clips of everyone either dying during their run or a
Trust
point
this
of
time.
high chaos. And I remember specifically
Yeah.
for Duga, I used
Well,
I
look
used
where
the
trust
moment where
gets
he
ya.
rolled that minigun.
Yeah, a very. He looks like he's elected
Nope.
back for a shotgun roll, getting himself the 10-round Mark 12. The fact that it's got, I believe it's got
Look
double
at
O
that.
loaded in already.
Trust.
That is going to be very, very handy for those Agiles, as Omega Eldritch is mentioning. Trust. He's trusting in our Lord and Savior, the Senor Hand.
Now I really am 3-gunning this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a good point as well. Eldritch just mentioned that he's effectively got an equivalent of a 3-gun course with the Mark 12
Ha!
shotgun, the
Look at that.
FAL, and as well
Number
the Glock 19.
4 as well.
He
Oh, he's
really
got
does, yeah.
Number 4 buck as well. Eldritch is just
Wow.
commentating on.
Call me
He's got a
surprised.
very, very advantageous loadout here. He's got some really strong weapons, the best ammunition
All
types.
the things
for
are
them.
going right. Now watch me fail this.
Eldritch, though, still not entirely
somehow mess
confident,
this up.
being a bit self-deprecating in that he's expecting to now fail Red Room. I've definitely had that feeling, my dude.
Absolutely, yeah. And like you said, anything can happen all the way up to the end in this seed.
And we're about to find out now. Slowly but methodically clearing out from the door.
I did not want to do
Oh,
that.
took a strong hit there, I believe, from the M16. His health, I think it's in about the 4,500 range. But now we are in
Sentinel one
big
hit.
red.
Analyzing
Let's see how he does. I'd like him to stay up on one of the top platforms.
Oh, darn it.
Yep, staying more at the back, like a lot of runners do, myself included.
Ah,
Mhm.
ooh,
I
stop
think he
it.
has about another 6 stealth encryptions that he has
I'll
to
stay
deal
up here.
with, I want to say, just from the quick viewpoint.
It would seem that he's got
Stealth
there, and
Stealth
as they
one,
pop
he's
in,
got
they're all right in front of him, which is
Four of them.
brilliant.
Oh, he got a lot of them with that. It's slowing down just a little bit. Yeah, a lot of those
come
pulsing on
on.
the shots is causing him to miss, but it's still a very, very strong time regardless. I'm gonna reaffirm my 193, 194 estimate here.
I would say so. Yes, that's a good guess at this point.
Now it's speed meet. Bear in mind, he doesn't have any power up SO6 whatsoever to deal with. I believe he still has his health. But this is where he can get overwhelmed, particularly if he gets caught having to reload. And then as well the recoil mag. Wow.
So, although those 50 round mags are really going to come in handy at this point in the speed meet, just if he's caught short, he's able to just really rely on that capacity if needs be. But he is able to pop off those reloads with
That's rude.
with just more than enough speed and precision to handle any amount of
dropped down
associates.
spawn.
And the
Slightly preoccupied with the sources there. He's what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, he
my.
took a grenade! I think he's well, he's definitely okay. He's having to swap back over to the foul. Oh, he took only light damage from that.
Secondary.
Yeah,
Jeez,
he swapped
especially
over back to
reloading.
his primary weapon. Yep, still a respectable time though, regardless.
Oh wow, this is great.
absolutely, maybe picking out and shrapnel out of his skin for a little bit, but otherwise he is totally fine.
Yeah.
Wow,
So here we
wonderful.
go now. We are on to
Absolutely
the final
wonderful.
regenerative encryption, full on with hardened SO6. He's got the ammunition for it, but is he going to get the timing right? Regenerative encryption is right in the middle, in fact, right by the hold initiator.
Oh no.
He's got a really good position here. He's just got to be. I'm just a little bit worried because he's got hard cover to deal with.
Oh,
If
not setting any records, but
if the nodes
I'll
on
live.
the regenerative encryption are in a less than ideal position, he will have to break
Come on,
from
show
the
yourself.
platform
What's that?
to deal with them.
Come in.
He may well have to do that. However, thankfully he will, with that armor piercing incendiary, he will be able to dispatch of any SOSIGs with here, armor or no armor, before being able to run over.
Getting a little bit frustrated.
But now
though,
it's just a
for the
waiting game.
Soul Six
Oh,
to,
don't you dare do that.
to actually come into the hole so they can get killed by his
Will do.
heavy ammunition capabilities.
Come on.
So frustrating when you
Alright,
hear
next
them all
time
caught up
he's
in there. Oh, here we go.
He's missing a couple of the
come
center
on.
nodes, so he's got one now in the hard cover.
the heck?
As I was worried about, taking a lot of shots from P90 shots. A little bit slower than I think what Eldritch would have liked, but that
Which was
is
in the air.
his entire run completed. And with that, I believe that's a 192 right there.
192, a very respectable score to finish out with.
Respectable
Well,
score. I
oh,
believe
hey,
it kind of
maybe.
falls within a more around the 20-ish mark or so. With that in
Beautiful
mind, Korean,
Look
you
at
may
that.
unmute him so that we can have a chat with him. I will be deafening his stream audio.
Alrighty, he is unmuted. Welcome back, Omega.
Hello, hello.
How do you feel?
huh?
Yeah.
You know, luck was on my side, at least. It worked out.
Absolutely.
They absolutely did.
You had some really, really good rolls there all throughout. Well, with the exception of the beginning.
Yeah, the Swag 7 was a little kick in the teeth, and then especially the Model 70. the one free bolt gun to not come with a sight.
If it's any consolation, I got that during my run as well. Yeah, that regen at the end as well was a very ugly positioning for the
Yeah,
damage.
middle is a little nasty.
Yeah.
They had the thing in the air.
Yep. Oh, Korean, can you just take a note down of Omega Eldritch's score? Eldritch,
Oh,
can
yeah,
you focus
of
on
course,
the
of
Yep.
course.
on it? Thank you. That is a 192. As soon as he remembers
765 or 760, not 5.
192 760.
60.
Uh-huh. 192760.
Yep.
Wonderful. Standard spawn lock. Good. Your total score is 202,398 points. That would bring you
Just above
uh
Gerald Violence Blemson.
exactly. So it would be to 21st, yep.
Very.
Not bad.
So you are
Upper third.
You're directly above me, Eldritch.
Ha!
Nice.
Eat it! I did slightly better than you.
You know I'm gonna take you down now in the head-to-heads, right? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Um,
Watch those be my fatal words.
Anyway, well done. Congratulations. We will open up the floor. We will open up for chat to ask any questions, any burning questions that they have for Omega Eldritch during this run. Ethium, do you have any questions to start with?
I've got a handful before we get any questions from chat. My primary one is, well, I've actually got two.
Yes.
My first one is, are you a 6-point AR guy, or are you a 6-point or an 8-point battle rifle guy? Because I saw that you re-rolled on the 6-point battle rifle, and then as you saw the 8-point pop in, you opted for that. If you had seen a 6-point AR, would you have gone for that instead?
I avoid the 6-point battle rifle and carbine with a passion because I always get 10-round magazines. So so I will go for 8-point anything, carbine or battle rifle.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I totally empathize with that.
Yes.
Question that I was thinking about. In hold 3, when you were dealing with the hardened encryptions, no, sorry, with the swarm encryptions actually, I believe, if I remember correctly, you elected to not use your M1014 during that, and I think you just proceeded to use the Glock.
Yeah, so with that, I'm a bit of a purist, and maybe you noticed, I toggle the safety between encounters. And so I had toggled the safety, and then said nuts to switching it back and just jumped to the Glock, because it was a little faster in my brain. It was less thinking.
I did hear the safety switch being initiated quite a lot during that hold, and I was wondering if you were triggering it by mistake.
No, I purposely do it.
Right, gotcha.
Fair enough.
Korean, do you have any questions since you're here?
Not really. I mean, it was a wonderful run. Nothing really to say about that. The only thing, Mag 7 run, the Mag 7 roll was a bit of a air kick in the teeth. You
Yeah,
put that
swag
correctly.
7.
There's nothing
But other than
swag about
that-
that. There's nothing swag about
No,
that.
it is quite the trash gun.
It's meh in
But other than
CSGO, it is trash here.
True.
I mean,
Yeah.
the only saving grace on that really is if you potentially get yourself a stock for it. But after that, it's just like, no.
I
The-
don't believe
The
you
Mag
can take
7
a stock
does
either.
not have a stock point.
Wait, does it
Once
not?
I
upon a
thought so,
time,
yeah.
Anton said he would add a stock point to the Mag 7.
Wow.
It still does not have a stock point.
Our Lord and Savior
He has forsaken us.
yeah, he has forsaken us in this. Hey, who knows?
He has at least seen the grace to move the Mag 7 away from the 5-point mag shotgun pool into the free shotgun pool, however, comma.
Okay, then that is I mean, you're getting a stock now, right now. I'm guessing you. Oh my lord! No, you're right. Of course, I totally forgot about that. That's
Yes.
yeah,
It has not,
yeah.
up until now, had a stock point, even though he said he would add it
Hey, who
eventually.
knows? I mean, devlog is coming up tomorrow slash Saturday, so we'll see. Who knows?
But let's not
But
get
I
our
doubt it.
hopes up high.
No, let's not get our hopes up. But with that, of
Someone-
course, I think our Lord and Savior Anton Hand heard your prayers and had your rolls
And-
be wonderful.
Yes. Dropped
That does remind me,
the
actually.
Mark 12.
Maybe it'd be funny if we got
Yeah.
a soundboard of Anton saying "wonderful" during aspects of a roll.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. But I
That would be
digress.
hilarious.
Yeah. Well, Eldritch, we've got no question. We've got no questions in chat, but I do have one question since the individual who would usually say it isn't here. Why hot
Yes.
dogs?
Why hot dogs indeed? Well, why not?
Why not?
Why not hot dogs?
All right, and with that, Omega Eldritch, thank you very much. We will be heading back to the host stage now, and enjoy the rest of your day/night.
Yes. Everyone else enjoy your morning, afternoon, evening as well.
Thank you.
And with that, that concludes Omega Eldritch's run. Thank you again for for tolerating any technical issues that we may have had. We are definitely getting better with this stream setup.
Yep.
Ethium, Korean, any closing words from you?
Don't miss out on Sunday. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep. Do not miss out on
Ooh.
Sunday. Ethium, you have any final words?
Peanut butter.
Solid words to end
No,
on.
but
Brilliant.
no, but for real, we should actually now be having predictions going forwards. Particularly around, we'll have some predictions going forward during the runs, any runs that are commentated specifically around
actually
final
pretty
scores. So that should be templated now for people, for further Twitch moderators to set that up going forwards. Other than that, yeah, I believe that's all from me.
All right then, and with that, we conclude this this stream for First to Worst 2022. The next streamed run. Let us check our schedule. Was Omega Eldritch. Oh, we have a very, very special one. You may formerly know him as the One-Handed Sosig. Texas Red is going to be the next streamed run on the 1st of July 0200 UTC. As for those who may know, Texas Red was a contestant last year in First to Worst whose controller died. Well, his left controller, I believe, died during his run, so he got all the way, I want to say, to the 5th round with one hand.
I believe so, yeah. And that was truly incredible to see, and you need a lot of skill to be able to pull that off. So let's see how he goes with two hands.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, with that, we fully conclude this stream. Thank you all very much for watching. Peace.
Okay, peace, bye. So I'll